Top 5 zodiac signs prone to cheating. Why do they do it, and how not to become a victim? Astrology can tell us a lot about the typical traits of each zodiac sign, including their fidelity. In this video, I will discuss which signs are most likely to be tempted, why they do it, how you can recognize their intentions, and how to work with it. Be sure to watch the video in full. I'll talk about what drives them to do this, and reveal tips for those who feel their partner is not to be trusted. 1. Aries. Why can Aries cheat? Aries, ruled by Mars, embodies passion, energy, and the desire for new sensations. Their inner fire requires consistent nourishment. And in relationships, this manifests itself in a thirst for adrenaline, novelty, and even an element of competition. Aries are often looking for spice, and routine and lack of emotional outbursts can weigh them down. The main reasons why Aries may cheat are relationship boredom. Aries want a fulfilling life. If a partner stops inspiring and surprising them, they may look for vivid emotions on the side. Impulsiveness. Aries act on emotion and do not always think through the consequences. In the heat of the moment, they may give in to temptation without thinking about regrets later. Thirst for adventure. They love risk and the feeling of hunting, so a casual infatuation or flirtation may seem to them as another exciting adventure. Cheating is a way for them to shake up themselves, a short and fleeting adventure. How Aries cheats and the signs by which you can tell. Aries are predictable in their desire for drive and novelty. If they are bored or feel a lack of attention in a relationship, they start looking for ways to fill the gap. Pay attention to these signs. Increased interest in new people or places. If Aries suddenly starts spending a lot of time in new company or talking a lot about someone in particular, this could be a red flag. Desire to be out. Aries who are prone to infidelity are often eager to break free. If your Aries partner has suddenly become active, delayed at work, or more often go to training, it is worth paying attention. Secrecy and concealment. Although Aries don't like to hide the truth, if they are attracted to a secret crush, they may become withdrawn, avoid discussions, and not answer questions directly. Do Aries cover up infidelity or admit it? Aries are not the best conspirators. They are honest and open, and even if they decide to cheat, they are not always able to hide it for a long time. For them, cheating is more a consequence of an emotional outburst or dissatisfaction in the relationship than a carefully thought-out plan. Do not seek detailed concealment. Aries may avoid talking directly about their feelings or hobbies, but will still behave relatively openly. If you suspect an Aries of cheating and decide to discuss it, he may flare up and confess unexpectedly. This is a way for them to get rid of their embarrassment. Casual innuendo. Aries may misspoke or casually mention their workload or a person, which could suggest they are cheating. Aries do not like lies and are sometimes ready to admit to cheating if they believe that it will be fairer to the partner. Usually, they say it directly, not seeking to dig into the past for a long time. Can Aries become faithful, and under what circumstances? Despite their impulsive nature, Aries can be a loyal and faithful partner. It is important for them to feel needed and interesting for their loved one. If their partner is their source of inspiration, they will not have thoughts of cheating. Honesty and openness. Aries appreciate when a relationship is straightforward. If they are confident in their partner and can discuss their emotions and experiences, they will be less likely to cheat. Support and praise. Aries love to be admired and recognized for their achievements. Support and admiration from a partner strengthens their affection. Interesting joint activities. Trips together, unexpected surprises, and participation in active events make them happy and satisfied partners. You need to keep his interest and be ready for joint ventures. If you share his passion and strive for new experiences with him, he will be happy to stick around. Aries are straightforward and open-minded people, but like any sign, they value freedom and don't like to be accused unreasonably. However, if you have a reason to be jealous, it's better to discuss it right away. Clear and calm communication. If you don't like something, say it directly, without accusing, but without hiding your feelings. Avoid obsessive control. Aries value personal space. Constant scrutiny can cause them to really start looking for freedom on the side. Don't provoke jealousy on your own. Aries can be jealous, and if you are defiantly flirting with someone, it can cause conflict or retaliation on their part. Aries is a human who lives a life of passion, action, and honesty. Cheating for him is a consequence of dissatisfaction in a relationship or an emotional crisis, not a conscious deception. But if you create an open and dynamic relationship with him, his affection and love for you will be strong and secure. Remember that a sense of novelty and vivid emotions are important to Aries, and if you keep the fire burning in the relationship, he will remain faithful and loyal. 1. Gemini. Why can Gemini cheat? Mercury-ruled Gemini loves everything new and unpredictable. They are born seekers who need constant intellectual and emotional stimulation. Gemini are often afraid of boredom, monotony, and limitations. So if they feel that the relationship is stagnant or lacking inspiration, they may be tempted to give in to temptation. The main reasons why Gemini may cheating: desire for novelty and variety. Gemini are drawn to change. The monotony in a relationship can quickly tire them out, which can lead them to seek new experiences on the side. Intellectual dissatisfaction. Gemini people need companionship and exchange of ideas. If their partner doesn't share their hobbies or interests, they may start looking for interesting interlocutors outside the relationship. Emotional detachment. Gemini don't like to get too attached, as this can limit their freedom. They prefer ease in relationships, and if they feel trapped, they may start looking for alternative connections. How Gemini cheat and the signs by which you can tell. Gemini often start by flirting, and their interactions can seem innocent. They easily find common ground with people, so it is sometimes difficult to distinguish where friendship ends and romantic interest begins. Pay attention to these signs. Constant communication with new people. If Gemini began to spend more time with new friends or suddenly made a lot of contacts, it may be a signal. Frequent correspondence or calls. Gemini love to socialize, but if they suddenly became secretive in communication or began to communicate too actively with someone, it can be alarming. Decreased interest in your partner. If your Gemini partner has become less attentive to you, not interested in your affairs, it can be a worrying sign. Do Geminis hide cheating or admit to it? Gemini are masters of duality. On the one hand, they can be honest. On the other, skillfully conceal their interests on the side. However, cheating for Gemini is more of an emotional quest than a physical betrayal, so they often do not perceive flirting or a slight infatuation as real treason. Skillful at hiding communication. Gemini can engage in a lot of correspondence, hiding it under the guise of friendly communication. They have excellent control over their communications and easily create the appearance of innocence. Avoid serious conversations. If you begin to suspect that the Gemini cheating on you, they can guffaw, turn the conversation to another topic, or avoid a direct answer. Use excuses. If they are suspected, Gemini will often justify themselves through logical explanations, saying it's just a conversation or just socializing. They will often confess to an emotional connection rather than physical infidelity, and will do so if they feel it will not cause serious conflict. Gemini may confess if they realize that the relationship with their partner has lost interest for them, or if they feel that honesty is now more profitable. Can a Gemini become faithful, and under what circumstances? Despite their reputation as cheaters, Gemini can be faithful and reliable partners if their relationship remains dynamic, interesting, and intellectually rich. They need a partner with whom they can easily discuss any topic, develop new interests, and find joint adventures. Interesting and intellectually rich communication. Gemini needs a partner who will be their interlocutor and companion. If they feel that the relationship supports their development, they will not cheat. Space for freedom. Gemini loves independence and the opportunity to socialize with friends and new acquaintances. If a partner doesn't restrict their freedom, they remain content and loyal. Novelty and ease in relationships. Gemini needs variety, so traveling, activities, or new hobbies together make them happy and faithful. Create an atmosphere in which he will always feel free, interesting, and needed. Give him intellectual stimulation. Support their hobbies and projects. If a Gemini feels that you always have something to talk about and something to grow with, he will not want to look for other connections. Gemini are easygoing and open-minded people who value independence, but at the same time, they don't like to be restricted, especially when it comes to friendly or casual conversations. However, if you feel that there is a reason for jealousy, it is better to discuss your worries right away. Give them a chance to explain themselves. Gemini love to talk and can give many reasons why their behavior is just being friendly. It's better to calmly discuss the situation and hear their point of view. Try to avoid extremes. Don't make a scene or accuse without good reason. Gemini don't like drama and quickly cool down if the atmosphere becomes too tense. Keep yourself active. Gemini likes their partner to be interesting and independent. The less you are fixated on checking their behavior, the more trust will arise in the relationship. Gemini are people who live a life of interest, movement, and freedom. Cheating for them is often a way to experience something new, not a conscious deception. But if you manage to build an open and dynamic relationship with them, where there is both novelty and mutual respect, Gemini will become a faithful partner with whom it is interesting to go through life. Remember that for Gemini, it is important to feel novelty, intellectual connection, and ease in the relationship, and then he will not look for something else. Leo. Why can a Leo cheat? Lions are fiery natures ruled by the sun, and their lives are centered on self-expression, self-actualization, and recognition. They greatly appreciate attention and love to be admired. If a Leo feels that they are not noticed, not appreciated, or not getting enough attention, they may start looking for it on the side. Lions don't always cheat for the sake of new feelings, as other signs may do. Rather, it's a way for them to restore their self-esteem and feel on a pedestal again. The main reasons why Leo might cheat: lack of attention and recognition. Lions love admiration and want to be the center of attention of their partner. If they lack this in a relationship, they may seek recognition and affirmation of their uniqueness on the side. Feeling unappreciated. If Leo feels that his efforts and accomplishments are not being noticed, he may start looking for someone who will appreciate and admire him. Desire for variety and spice. While lions usually like stability, they don't mind adding drama and passion to their lives from time to time. This can prompt them to pursue a fling if they feel a relationship has become too routine. How Leo cheats, and the signs by which you can tell. Lions tend to be open-minded and not very prone to secrecy, but they are adept at attracting the attention of others and flirting skillfully. Their behavior can be quite predictable, as lions often act with inherent pride and demonstrativeness. Increased attention to his appearance. If Leo begins to take special care of himself, makes new hairstyles, changes closet, or becomes more colorful in the image, it may speak of a desire to impress. Flirting and showy behavior. Lions make no secret of the fact that they like to be liked. If your Leo partner suddenly starts actively flirting with others, it could be a red flag. Frequent conversations about someone in the environment. If Leo regularly mentions someone from his colleagues or friends and speaks admiringly about them, it may indicate a budding interest. Do lions hide cheating or admit to it? Lions are not particularly skillful conspirators, and even if they decide to cheat, it rarely becomes a double life. They do not like lies and may hide cheating only to protect their reputation or not to destroy the family. Leo may also confess to cheating, especially if he was caught in the act or if he himself no longer sees the point of hiding. Demonstrate ostentatious independence. Lions may start spending more time away from home on the pretext of work or other errands to feel freer to do things. Reluctant to discuss relationships. If Leo is asked direct questions about infidelity, he may brush it off, pretending that it is an unimportant topic, and will try to avoid direct answers. Distract attention from their busyness or successes. Lions may compensate for their behavior by focusing on their careers or new hobbies in an attempt to divert attention from their personal actions. If a Leo decides to come clean, it is usually done openly and even with a dose of pride, as if they have done something important. They may declare their actions if they feel that the truth will be more honest, and it is important for them to keep their pride in the eyes of their partner. Can Leo become faithful and under what circumstances? Lions can be incredibly loyal and reliable partners if their partner gives them enough love, recognition, and admiration. It is important for a lion to feel important and loved, and if they feel this return from their partner, they have no thoughts of cheating. Constant admiration and support. Lions need to be appreciated and admired. If their partner is willing to show love and attention, lions will be grateful and loyal. Support in self-actualization. Leo appreciates being supported in his ambitions and achievements. If he feels that his partner inspires him and admires his successes, it strengthens their bond. Emotional attachment and comfort. Lions don't like change when they feel comfortable. If they are emotionally attached to their partner, they will be happy to maintain a stable and strong relationship. Support his aspirations, be proud of his successes, and constantly remind him how important and significant he is to you. Demonstrate admiration and sincere interest in his life, then Leo will feel on a pedestal next to you and will not want to leave. Lions are born charismatics who like to be the center of attention and receive the admiration of others. Their natural attraction and desire for brightness can cause jealousy in a partner. If you notice such feelings, it is important not only to deal with them, but also to approach this relationship with confidence and understanding. Self-confidence and honestly expressing your feelings. Lions appreciate it when their partner is confident and can discuss their feelings honestly and calmly. If you feel jealous, talk to him about it openly, without accusations or drama. Show that you trust him but would like to clarify your doubts. Try not to give reasons for jealousy and support his confidence. Lions like to feel that they are special and the only one for their partner. If they see their lover flirting or showing interest in someone else, it can hurt their pride and cause them to want attention on the side. Try not to create unnecessary reasons for jealousy, showing that Leo is your main object of admiration. Maintain their sense of pride and importance. Lions want to feel valued and may be painfully aware of their diminished importance in their partner's eyes. Let the lion know that you are proud of him. Admire his qualities and respect his efforts. If he sees that his partner believes in him, he is more likely to remain faithful and will not look elsewhere for confirmation of his importance. A Leo is a human who lives for love, acceptance, and self-expression. Cheating for him is usually an attempt to get missing love and attention, rather than a desire for new sensations. If a Leo feels that his partner genuinely admires him and values his contributions, he will gladly be faithful and loyal. Remember that feeling recognized, praised, and respected is important to Leo, and if you support his self-actualization, he will stay close by and become a reliable support for you. 1. Scorpio. Why can a Scorpio cheat? Scorpio is one of the most passionate and emotionally deep signs of the zodiac. Ruled by Pluto and Mars, it seeks intense, exciting, and deep connections, both emotional and physical. Total commitment is important to Scorpio, and if he feels he's not getting it from his partner, it can drive him to infidelity. Unlike many other signs, Scorpio does not cheat for physical pleasure, but rather to restore emotional and energetic balance. The main reasons why Scorpio may change. Emotional dissatisfaction. Scorpio needs strong feelings and full emotional connection. If a partner can't give him the depth he needs, he may look for it on the side. Feeling betrayed or disrespected. Scorpios demand absolute loyalty and honesty. If they feel betrayed by their partner, cheating may be an act of backstabbing for them. A craving for exploration and passion. Scorpios are drawn to mystery and the forbidden. Sometimes cheating is a way for them to feel the thrill and passion that is missing in a relationship. How Scorpio cheats and the signs by which you can tell. Scorpio is known for his secrecy and ability to keep his secrets to himself. If he decides to cheat, it often becomes a carefully planned and hidden part of his life. Excessive secrecy. If Scorpio begins to withhold their plans, is reluctant to share thoughts, or avoids discussing personal topics, this could be a signal. Emotional detachment. Scorpio has a hard time hiding their feelings, so if they no longer feel affection for their partner, it will become noticeable. They may become cold and distant. Changes in habits. Scorpios have fairly stable behavior, and if they have drastically changed their habits, spending more time out of the house or on the computer, it may be a cause for concern. Do Scorpios hide cheating or admit it? They are skilled at hiding their true intentions and feelings, and if they cheat, they carefully control the situation so that it doesn't become known. Not only do they hide the cheating, but they can continue to act as if nothing happened. A Scorpio will rarely admit to cheating on their own, as it can take a toll on their pride and sense of self-control. However, in some cases, they may confess if they feel their secret is out, or it makes sense for emotional cleansing. Well disguised, Scorpios carefully consider their actions and can create an entire system of lies to confuse those around them. Distance and control of emotions. They may become less emotional or, on the contrary, overly passionate in order to confuse their partner and divert their attention. Skill in manipulation. Scorpios may use manipulation to make a partner feel guilty about their own suspicions and doubts. If Scorpio decides to come clean, he may do so in the form of an emotional cleansing. It can be a heartfelt confession in a burst of honesty, especially if he feels that the relationship has exhausted itself. A confession from a Scorpio can be deep and insightful, and he can state his actions with confidence, leaving no room for argument. Can a Scorpio become faithful, and under what circumstances? Despite their reputation as secret cheaters, Scorpio can be one of the most loyal and faithful signs if they find complete trust, respect, and emotional connection in a relationship. Scorpio is looking for real, deep affection, and if he finds it, he becomes a trustworthy and loyal partner. Total trust and openness. Scorpio values honesty and needs to be sure that his partner is committed to him 100%. If he feels protected and needed, he will not look for something on the side. Emotional intimacy and affection. It is important for Scorpio that the relationship is not superficial. If the partner is able to share a deep emotional connection with him/her, Scorpio will be faithful, feeling safe and respected. Scorpios do not tolerate neglect and need to feel that their opinions and feelings are valued. If they feel safe, it strengthens their loyalty. Create an atmosphere of complete openness and trust with him/her. It's important to maintain a deep emotional connection, discuss important topics, and don't be afraid to be honest. If Scorpio feels that with you he can be himself, he will not look for it from others. The combination of secrecy and deep emotions inherent in this sign can cause anxiety in their lovers, especially if Scorpio is prone to cheating. Therefore, it is important not only to deal with their jealousy, but also to create conditions for confidence and trust in the relationship. Open and honest communication. Scorpios appreciate truth and depth, even if conversations can be uncomfortable. If you feel jealousy or suspicion, the best way to handle it is to discuss your worries openly and honestly. Share your feelings without accusations, and listen to his response to understand his position and build trust. Avoid excessive control and suspicion. Scorpios value personal boundaries and do not tolerate constant control. If their partner begins to suspect them of everything, they may shut down and become even more secretive. Instead, it's important to build trust by showing your Scorpio that you value their affection and respect their space. Give your Scorpio partner a sense of significance and confidence in the relationship. Scorpios tend to appreciate those who see their inner strength and uniqueness. Regularly remind your Scorpio partner that he is important to you and that you trust his choices. This will help reduce his need to look for something new on the side and strengthen your emotional bond. Scorpio is a human who lives a life of passion, emotional depth, and honesty. Cheating for him is a way to compensate for a lack of trust or emotional connection, not just a physical infatuation. But if a Scorpio feels that his partner is committed to him, respects his feelings, and is supportive, he will be faithful and reliable. Remember that deep emotional attachment and trust is important to Scorpio. And if you create these conditions with him, he will stay with you for a long time. Sagittarius. Why can Sagittarius cheat? Sagittarians are members of the fire element, ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion, freedom, and adventure. A sense of freedom and the opportunity to explore the world, including in relationships, is vital to them. They fear restrictions and monotony, and their need for new experiences can lead them to fleeting infatuations. Sagittarians cheat not out of a desire to cheat, but out of a desire for new discoveries and interests. If they feel trapped in a relationship, this can drive them to seek new adventures. The main reasons why Sagittarius may cheat: craving for freedom and new experiences. Sagittarius can't stand routine and seeks variety. If the relationship has become too predictable, he may feel bored and try to find something new on the side. Interest in other cultures and people. Sagittarians are often sociable and interested in making new acquaintances. If a partner doesn't share their hobbies or limits them, they may gravitate to someone who will support their interests. Intolerance to restrictions. Sagittarius fears the loss of freedom. If a partner tries to tie him down and control him, he may start looking for ways to get out of the situation, and sometimes it may be a casual infatuation. How Sagittarius cheats, and the signs by which you can tell. Sagittarians rarely hide their hobbies. They make acquaintances easily, and often their behavior is quite transparent. Sagittarius cheating can be more of an emotional or flirtatious affair, and they usually don't tend to hide their liaisons for long. Lust for independence. If your Sagittarius partner starts spending more time away from home, traveling on business trips, or looking for themselves, it may indicate a desire for personal space. Increased attention to new acquaintances. Sagittarians can become unexpectedly infatuated with someone, especially if that person shares their interests. If they start talking a lot about a new friend or acquaintance, it could be a sign. Excessive frankness. Paradoxically, Sagittarians sometimes talk about their interest in other people directly without considering it a serious problem. They may joke about it or even mention their hobbies if they think it won't hurt the relationship. Do Sagittarians hide cheating or admit it? Sagittarians rarely hide their interests and are usually not prone to long-term lies. They believe that honesty in a relationship is more important than secret intrigues, so they can often confess their feelings or actions, especially if they feel that their infatuation does not go against their moral principles. Sagittarius may hide their emotions just for the sake of not hurting their partner or avoiding unnecessary conversations, but they can't stand it for long. Openness and ease. If Sagittarius cheats, he may just make it seem like a friendly interaction and not give it much thought. It's a way for him to avoid serious discussion, moving the conversation to distracted topics. Sagittarius doesn't like to be interrogated, and if asked directly, he can get away with a joke or a change of topic. Justifications through freedom. If a Sagittarius is suspected of cheating, he may argue that he needs personal space, the right to socialize with others, or private time. Confession can be almost an act of sincerity for Sagittarius. If he has been caught cheating or he himself feels that he wants to clear up the situation, he will do it directly, without exaggerating or dramatizing. Sagittarians are usually honest and open, so they can calmly talk about cheating without making a tragedy out of it. Can Sagittarius become faithful, and under what circumstances? Despite his desire for freedom, Sagittarius can be a loyal and devoted partner if he manages to maintain a sense of independence. It is important that his partner supports his interests and shares his active lifestyle. If he feels that he is understood and given freedom, he will not have thoughts of cheating. Support his independence and hobbies. If the partner is ready to share his interests and does not limit his freedom, Sagittarius will be loyal. He should be supported, but not controlled. Joint traveling and active leisure. Sagittarians love new experiences. If the partner actively participates in their hobbies, they will experience a sense of completeness and unity without looking for new emotions on the side. Ease and trust in relationships. It is important for Sagittarius that relationships are not too demanding. They should be simple and easy, with minimal pressure. This supports his desire to be committed. Try not to limit his freedom, support his desires and plans. The more freedom he has in the relationship, the less he will want to leave. Show interest in his adventures. Travel together and suggest new ideas. If he feels that it's possible to grow and develop around you, he will remain faithful. Sagittarians are freedom-loving and sociable individuals who adore new experiences and independence. Their natural desire for freedom and constant movement sometimes makes their partners feel jealous and anxious. To cope with these feelings and maintain harmony in your relationship with Sagittarius, it is important to approach the situation calmly and with understanding. Maintain honest communication. Sagittarians value honest and open relationships. If you feel jealousy or anxiety, it's best to discuss it with him directly without accusations. Show that you're interested in having a sincere conversation, and Sagittarius will likely respond respectfully. Keep things light and respect his need for freedom. Sagittarians don't tolerate drama or overly serious discussions. If you feel jealous, try to keep things light and don't pressure him. Show that you respect his freedom and trust him, but are willing to discuss if something bothers you. Foster your independence and interest in life. Sagittarians admire those who lead an active lifestyle and have their own interests. Instead of constantly focusing on his actions, pursue your hobbies and self-actualization. This will not only reduce jealousy, but also attract his attention. As Sagittarius appreciates partners who are confident and not dependent on his constant presence. Sagittarius is a human who lives a life of freedom, novelty, and sincerity. Treason for him is most often a way to regain a sense of independence or to experience something new, rather than a conscious betrayal. But if Sagittarius feels that the partner shares his desire for freedom and supports his interests, he has no thoughts of cheating. Remember that trust, support in his hobbies, and the opportunity to go forward are important for Sagittarius. That's it, folks. I hope this video has helped you better understand the proclivities of different signs and how to deal with it. Subscribe to the channel and put likes.